Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of the R Words Podcast, a podcast where we don't only try to speak intellectually with a funny twist. We also play this game where each one of us has to generate a random word starting with the R. During conversation, each one of us has to try to implement this word 3 times without the other person noticing, and the first person who actually do this will win the episode and get a point added to the tally. But there's a twist. Each one of us has a challenge flag, and during conversation, if you feel like you know the other person's word, just throw the challenge flag and check the word. If you're correct, the other person won't be able to win. If you're not correct, the game just continues. God damn, that's 15 seconds. That's gotta be. That's got.
Continue.
That's gotta be 15 seconds.
15?
Bro, or like 20.
What the fuck are you smoking? It's not 15. Well, maybe it is. Maybe I look like an idiot. I don't know.
That fucking. To me, that sounded like I skipped half of the intro. And I still said everything, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Did I?
I think you said everything.
God damn, bro.
I
Well,
kind of zoned out.
I mean, you guys are gonna see how fast I actually did the intro. We tried the low-key strat again, just like last episode. Just me saying the intro low-key.
Yeah.
And,
we literally rolled out of bed into the podcast. So
We lack of sleep. We probably both couldn't really sleep because of the heat, because the Netherlands decided to turn up the.
the year is 2070 and God has sent a plague of heat to the earth to punish us for our sins.
Exactly. It's like
it's pretty fucking hot.
last 2 days the heater got turned up to like 32 or 31, 33 degrees.
Our dome in our bubble.
Yeah, exactly.
Got patch notes.
Patch notes.
Heat increased by 10%.
We're on 1.7.5 now. It's 32 degrees. And if you know anything about the Netherlands, it's not made for warm weather, and the people are also not made for warm weather because
people are not made for any weather, right?
Well, true, yeah.
If it's cold, they complain it's too cold.
If it's raining, people complain it's raining. If it's warm outside, people complain it's too dry. But yeah, it gets like super dry and sometimes humid here when it gets like super warm, like 30 degrees out of nowhere. So that's the case right now. That's why we're a little gloomy. Is that the word? Like a little like.
Gloomy is more like.
Oh,
you know what
bro!
I mean?
I thought you were looking for an explanation, and you were like, okay. Yeah, well,
No,
then.
gloomy is more like a sad thing.
Okay.
Like.
What would be the right word for this then? Just like you're just so tired because
monotone, but that's kind of a bit too.
No, that's more like voice.
If I was gonna describe it colloquially, I would say
Crazy.
dead. Right.
Yeah, it's just like super
like,
dry and like we just
dry,
off.
but that would also mean that we're like not really saying anything interesting or funny.
Yeah, true. I mean, this podcast is known for being funny and interesting, right?
True. True.
Yeah. So, anyways, so that's the situation right now. It's super warm. Yeah. So, generating words.
Word time.
Word time. And while Marco is generating word, this is the time where I can tell you guys I have no accent today. It's I could do a Sahara a desert accent. Down. All right. Oh, and did I already do an Australian accent once? I think so, right? I mean, it's only right if I do an Australian accent right now. G'day, mate. This is the time where I tell you guys that we also have a. It's not good. Okay, no, fuck it. I'm not gonna do the accent.
The worse it is, the better, bro.
Way to set me up. G'day, mate. It's a time where I tell you guys about our. I can also do like a South African. Wait. No, fuck it. This is where I tell you guys about the YouTube channel, and you can subscribe and follow every and like every video that we post, and we're gonna send some more shorts in the near future. And also we have an Instagram, TikTok where we post the shorts. We have our Spotify where you can rate us 5 stars after listening to the entire episode, and you can also follow or like whatever the podcast. On Spotcast?
This podcast on
on Spotcast.
On Spotify.
On Spotify. Okay, now I have to try to not look at the word that you sent in.
Don't look at the word.
Give me, huh? It gave me a word that I already used once.
Is it on the list?
You see the word? I've used it before.
You've not used that.
Rigorous, yeah.
It didn't give you rigorous.
It gave me rigorous. It said rigorous and an alternative word of render.
Oh yeah, but you could have used render or renewal.
Yeah, fuck off.
They're pretty good words. I would have taken that. Just paste it in again.
Can I just ask again?
Just paste it. Or you can paste it in and click go again, or you can just ask it.
Okay, I'll do that, buddy.
It's up to you.
Okay. We send it. What was that?
The fuck was my word?
Oh, I closed the tab.
You close it? Yeah, but I still have it in a copy pasta, I think.
Yeah? Oh, clever boy. Yeah.
Yes.
Damn, that's gonna sound well in my ears when I listen back to the podcast. Yes, I got it, I think. Morning voice.
Yeah, something like that.
Interesting. Okay, so what do we have for today? Any interesting... Buddy is zoned out.
Yeah, no, I remembered it now. Okay.
What, your word or your topic?
Yeah, I think so.
Bro, you didn't have it in the copy pasta?
No.
God damn.
No, I guess not.
Okay, do you have a topic in the chamber? Or?
Do I have one loaded in the chamber?
Yes.
Well, I mean, because of the weather, we could talk about
weather.
Holiday season.
Holiday season.
Destinations, maybe past holidays, holiday experiences, things like this.
Yeah, holiday season is upcoming.
And if this falls short, I have another topic.
Well, for you, it's already holiday season, right? Because you're done with your exams. Oh, well, you have a course. Still.
I still have a course, but it's less workload overall. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm now in my last 2/3 weeks of finishing college. We're in 2 weeks I have exams, and then I'll actually also finish college as long as I pass everything. Yeah, but for me, I was thinking about this yesterday. Like, how is it that the last 2 weeks like are harder? Like, it's harder when you know there's a vacation coming up or something like that. They should know. I think this would.
It's not way better.
I would
this
think
always
so too,
motivates
yeah.
me to actually
I would think
lock
it
in.
would like motivate me to actually like finish it up. But like right now, I just want to have those 2 weeks gone or 3 weeks. But like,
There's a way you can do that.
like what, meth?
Yeah, drugs, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Or
Sure.
I don't know, bang your head against the wall every morning.
Yeah, I think I'll pass on that one.
I can't promise you'll do so well, but
Yeah, but okay, summer is upon us, and so what's this summer gonna look like? Sunny. Well, we obviously have the concert in the beginning of July. The first. You okay?
no. You have any holidays planned?
Yes, I do. I am going to Croatia.
Nice.
Croatia.
Not Split.
Yes, we are going to Split.
You're going to Split?
Yeah. It's like
Nice.
near Split. It's
I've
like
heard good things.
just outside of Split.
Well, I've heard mainly like party things.
Yeah.
But I think it depends. Like
To be fair, I think those coastal big Croatian cities are all like party places. Like
yeah, because
also,
I think because of the price tag, like
Yeah.
how nice they are and all this, it just combines to a holiday destination for people who are looking to party. But I don't know if it means that the towns are necessarily party towns. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I also went to a little bit more of the northwest
You've
side.
been before?
Yeah, to Porridge. It's like
Porridge?
it's literally across Italy.
Uh-huh.
It's like a boat ride away from Italy. Like
Nice.
what's that on the north?
So you nearly went to a good place.
Ooh,
No, I'm joking.
that's crazy. No, Croatia is actually a really nice place. It's,
Yeah, I've wanted to go. Me and my friends were planning a holiday there, but then we just ended up going to Italy. But yeah.
Yeah, it's I think it's still quite cheap. It's sunny. They have nice beaches. Well, the beaches are mainly like stone beaches.
Okay.
As in, like, they don't really have sand. They just have like a platform, and as soon as you go into the water, it's already like 1.5 meters deep. It's kind of like a swimming pool.
Oh, so it's like a man-made beach.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Huh.
I think I prefer this actually because then you don't have to go through like all the seaweed stuff.
I mean, yeah, but it's nice when there's sand, no?
Yeah, true. But sand is always like super warm, anyways.
Yeah,
And it
but
gets
then if
everywhere.
yeah, but then if you have a towel,
Yeah, but it still gets everywhere.
yeah, but then you shake out the towel afterwards, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then you do the classic like run into the water with your what are they called? Like slides or flip flops or whatever. And to wash your feet, and then you have your flip flops in the water, and then you put your feet back in,
and there's still sand
and then
in
you
there.
walk back, and by the time you've walked back, there's sand in there.
Yeah. I think I prefer those beaches that they have in Croatia over the sand beaches.
I think it would be fine if they just had a wooden walkway, a sandless walkway.
That doesn't exist.
And then
bro,
sand
goes
sides.
everywhere. Sand is so easily like
Nah,
caught
bro,
by,
you could have like barriers, no?
but it's so easily like caught by the wind to go everywhere. The sand. So I don't think it would work.
It's not it is normally windy next to the sea, actually.
Yeah, actually it is.
Shit, yeah.
So I don't think you're winning this.
Well, that's out the window.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to Croatia. I think it's like 10 days. We have a Airbnb.
Nice.
And we have a swimming pool next to the Airbnb.
Next to it?
Well,
like
in the backyard of the Airbnb.
Okay, so it's technically
ours.
yours for the weeks.
Yeah,
that's nice.
And yeah, I already now that I think I saw one video on my TikTok algorithm about like Split, and it keeps sending me like videos of like good places to eat in Split. So
Okay.
I'm just like sending them all to my girlfriend. So
well, I mean, at least you're getting a bit of an idea, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's not that you have to go to all of the recommended places, but at least you're seeing what's there according to onliners.
And the thing is that normally my girlfriend would always pick out all these spots to eat, and she'll like do like an insane dig in on like TikTok to find all the best like places. Yeah. And then she complains to me that I don't ever do anything for the vacation stuff.
Nice.
So now I'm just sending her all the videos so that she can like write them or monitor them or whatever, and then we can visit them. There was a really good like Italian sandwich spot they have it there. Focaccia.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah, it's really nice.
They have focaccia, but also schiacciata is the more popular one recently. It's just a bit more crusty, basically.
Nice. Yeah, I can.
Yeah, they're pretty fucking good. When the Italian sandwich shops are good, they're pretty fucking good.
Yeah, they had the I think I saw one with stracciatella, pistachio, that kind of stuff. Well,
this is I mean,
fucking wait.
All of them do this now because they all do this pistachio, mortadella, stracciatella one because of the. I don't know if it's because actually, but because of this Antico Vinaio famous place that blew up. The one that's in New York and other places now as well.
Okay. Because
I don't know if that's why they do it, but it's the exact same thing they have.
Because I also went to Milan some weeks ago, and then we went to
like a month ago, no?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, weeks is still like a month. I could say month ago.
A couple of days ago.
Yeah. Some hours ago, I was still in Milan, and there was this place. Also, I don't remember the name because it's Italian. But they also had they had a chain throughout like Italy with like all their like sandwiches, and they had like some sort of butch.
Was it a red logo?
I think so, yeah.
Pretty sure it's this place. I don't know if they have one in Milan, but
how do you pronounce it?
All'Antico Vinaio.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
It's really good. We had the carpaccio, stracciatella, pistachio.
Was it not mortadella?
No, it was
I thought they did
carpaccio, because if it was mortadella, my girlfriend would not want to eat
Really?
it. Yeah, because she hates the way it looks. It looks grim to her.
I mean, they all kind of do, no?
Yeah, that's why she doesn't want to eat it. She thinks it's gross then.
She would probably like speck, no? It's like smoked cured meat. And it doesn't have much fat on it normally. It's not like thing fat like the mortadella. Because the mortadella fat is like, it's not like that's how it comes. That's how it's made, you know? like it's shaped into that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But like the prosciutto and stuff like this, it's just a line, you know, that's actually on the pig.
Mm. And you're going to Mexico?
I'm going to Mexico.
When are you going exactly? After
the last 2 weeks of August.
Last 2 weeks of August. And you're going to Ireland first and then to Mexico, or are you going straight from here?
We both go to Madrid. And then
okay.
Madrid to Mexico City, because it's the best flights basically from Madrid or that area.
Nice. Do you have anything planned there besides smuggling me some coke?
And some fucking takis or something.
No, I don't. Bro, you know I'm not good with heat. Takis are like super hot.
But don't they have like a default flavor? Are they still?
They're probably
hot?
still like spicy.
Okay. What was I gonna say? Yeah, well, my girlfriend was asking me if I wanted to go to this place nearby. I can't remember what it was, but it might have been the place with the pyramids. And
you go to Egypt? Is it close by to Mexico? I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's just around the corner, bro.
That's crazy.
But other than that, so yeah, we might go on a car trip for a couple of days.
Go to Giza.
Huh?
Go to Giza, the Pyramid of Giza.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah, other than that, we'll probably stay in the city and meander around, eat some good food, basically. Get to know her family a bit.
Abuelitas.
Exactly.
That's the only word I know. I don't know why. What does that mean, actually?
Abuelita is like... isn't it... Abuela, isn't that aunt?
It's like...
no, wait. No, that's tia.
Tia and
Tío is uncle. Abuelita...
Isn't that like the
It might be granny, yeah.
Like no, you guys say nonna.
There's nonna, yeah, nonna. Might be. I don't know.
I think I only vaguely remembered it from.
For some reason, I don't
Coco.
have an abuelita in my head. No, it is a granny. I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I pulled that out of my fucking ass. What a shit! It's only because I watched like Coco 2 times, the Disney movie about the Mexican stuff. You've never seen this?
Is that the one with the like kind of Dia de los Muertos?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
It's the only Mexican Disney movie they have.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that as well with my girlfriend actually.
And then I think he mentioned abuelitas, something like that.
Yeah, there's always an abuelita.
Everyone always has an abuelita.
It's crazy. I don't know where they all come from.
Where they come from? What the fuck? Who produces these people? Woods. And then besides this, do we have anything else interesting planned? Yeah, we have the Rio concerts, which are gonna fucking...
Other than that, it's work, basically, at least for me.
Work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So should we wrap it up? Holy shit. This is a dry ass topic. I don't know. Is there any like travel destination that you still want to go to that you...
Many.
Yeah, okay, but like what is it like on your top 3 that you cannot go to right now, like due to like...
Japan. Scandinavia, but it's not necessarily a thing that I can't go to right now, but I guess I'm not, so then I guess I can't.
Yeah.
Right. I wanna do like a train through the Scandinavian countries. I think this would be really nice and see the landscape. And then Japan, and then I think some country in the Middle East was the other one. I always had another one. Anyway,
I feel like there's some discounts on those flights now, right?
Is there?
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, I heard like one of my friends and someone from school, they went to Jordan like quite recently.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, you can see, I think they said like you can see Syria from across the pond, I guess.
No.
But there's nothing really happening in Jordan.
Yeah.
Like bad, I guess, but like I don't understand.
My geography is really bad, so I can't really place it.
I wouldn't want to be that close to the whole struggle and
But I mean,
problems.
you're going to Croatia. It's
Yeah, but
close
it's
enough to Ukraine, no?
yeah, okay, but it's
Right?
far off still. No one is gonna go to Split to fucking bomb the whatever. You never know. You never know.
But this is the same logic as if you go to like fucking Turkey or something.
Or Greece,
you know?
yeah. I mean, Greece
Right.
is still like fairly close by.
But actually, Turkey, this is a good one. A lot of people have said that it's a good place to go to.
Yeah, and Turkey is like the typical Dutch family vacation.
Yeah?
Yeah, to Antalya,
Oh.
Kusadasi, Izmir, those places, and it's like a lot of Turkish people troll Dutch families for going there because it's like so touristy and it's not even like Turkey anymore, you know.
But this is an interesting question. Do you think that... Okay, because like I feel like some country or some people, some nationalities of people are like notorious for going to touristy locations.
Oh yeah.
Or do you think
British
that
people,
right,
yeah,
American
American people,
to some extent Chinese people and Asian people, like
and Dutch people as well, I would say.
you think?
Yeah. Right, but no,
But
I
my
think
point is,
it
do you think that
depends.
this is just because like people are going there? Do you know what I mean?
The
Like,
thing is,
do you think it's that the person? Do you think it's that the people from a certain country like going to these places, or do you think that it's a touristy place because they're going there? You know what I mean?
I think that every nationality have their own like typical vacation spot.
Yeah,
Which
exactly. But then, like,
because
do
when
you
I
think
was
that everyone? Because then, technically, if every nationality has their own location spot, and they all ascribe to this, then they will all go there, and
yeah
then it would become a
yeah
touristy
yeah yeah
place.
yeah yeah
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, because I feel like I don't know if it's just that some cultures go less to.
God damn, bro.
The hell?
It's not hard to just fucking walk up the stairs normally. God damn. I don't know if any one of you guys heard that, but someone ran up the stairs. Then like you heard the full
Like bang
echoes.
their knees
Yeah,
against
yeah.
the
That's a railing.
railing.
Holy shit. No, but when I was in Croatia the first time, I actually noticed that there were a lot of Russian people around there,
Okay.
and I'm maybe that's because like reminiscing of the past, and because it's warm there compared to Russia.
Hmm.
So
Also, a lot of Russian people go to Italy.
yeah.
There's some towns in Italy where the property is mostly owned by Russian people. Yeah.
And then
Normally the stereotype is that rich
Russian.
Russian people have a holiday home there.
Ah.
Yeah.
And then British people obviously go to Magaluf, to Ibiza.
Because a lot of Irish people go to Portugal, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, Portugal.
Portugal.
That's what they call it.
But also like Dutch people also go a lot to like the
and beaches in Spain.
Costa da Blanca, is that what you call it? Like the Brazilian, Barcelona side.
Oh, okay.
As a kid, I would always mess those two up, Brazil and Barcelona, for some reason.
Really?
I don't know why.
Oh.
Maybe because of Ronaldinho, because he used to play for Barcelona, right? Maybe that's the reason.
Crazy link.
Yeah, right.
Fair enough. Now it makes complete sense.
Now it makes completely sense, and also because they both start with B. Yeah. So.
Oh, you mean Barcelona?
Yeah. Not Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. Yeah, but like Dutch people mainly go there to like Malgrat de Mar, Santa Susana, Tossa de Mar, Pineda de Mar, those kind of places. Yeah, but you've never heard of it but if you're there, they literally have Dutch stores and they have that Dutch.
Seriously?
Yeah. And
what
then
the fuck?
I would never. I mean, I've been there, but I would never go back there. And then also, I think this was worse in the past than now. People would go to like Turkey all the time. Yeah, to Antalya, Alanya, Kusadasi, Izmir, those kind of spots.
But then do you think people are kind of moving away from this now?
because the thing.
But I think in general we're going on holidays more now and to different places because we have money to go on holidays now. I feel like a couple decades ago, I feel like going on holiday would have been much less of a thing.
The thing, what has been like a trend in the Netherlands,
in Ireland, but
is that like every year they try to find the cheapest non-touristy place.
Everyone comes together.
Exactly, yeah. Because I still remember like Turkey was like the option because it was cheap. No one really went there, and then everyone went there, and then it started being expensive because Turkish people aren't that stupid, so they up the prices, obviously.
That stupid.
You know what I mean. And then people started going to Croatia because it was cheap, and no one really went there.
They're probably putting up the prices too.
And they're probably now putting up the price. That's why I said like I'm pretty sure it's still cheap, but I mean I haven't been there in like 10 years.
But then I feel like because I feel like some places, it feels like they're like almost most of the people who are in there at any given time will be tourists.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it feels like they make all their income from tourism, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like these are the places that will jack up prices.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's logical.
But I feel like when there's a battle between locals and tourists, and there's enough of a local representation, that this is less of an issue.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying about I'm telling you about Maastricht as well, because they were announced as the best city in the Netherlands, above Amsterdam, above Utrecht. I fucking butchered that name. I don't know why. Utrecht, I guess you pronounce it. And
Utrecht.
And I'm pretty sure. I always thought that the people from here actually like hated the full tourism and everything, and obviously it makes money. So you'll see that Maastricht is also going to be way more expensive in the future, and also
it already is.
Hospitality as well. It's going to be insanely expensive, I think, in the upcoming 5 years. Yeah, because I mean, if you see so many tourists, you're obviously going to up the price so that you can get the most profit out of it. That
you got to milk them
exactly
for every penny they have.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So yeah.
But what was I going to say?
I think it's a natural like flow of like. You're not touristy, then people start going there, everyone starts making videos of it, TikTok videos. You get like extremely touristy, you'll see all the tourist traps.
Maybe the TikTok, maybe the social media aspect of it is what's making these places touristy.
100%. It's like promotion, like free promotion most of the time. But then this would be an interesting experiment. We set up a no-name town somewhere. And then we just put we put like a bakery or whatever, just like some spots there, some hotels, not too many. We start
video material.
We start promoting it.
Yeah.
Like
out the wazoo.
Off the wazoo, for real, yeah. And then we literally just see what happens. And then see if like it brings a lot of people.
And then people turn up, and then you enslave them, and then you make them work in the town, and then you rinse and repeat. And then that's how you grow a city.
Yeah. Exactly. I think that would be an interesting experiment to just have like a town.
I mean, it would work for 100%. You've seen the way they've done this with shops. They did this with a shoe shop or something. They got like the cheapest fucking shitty quality clothes and shoes, and they put it in it, but they called it like designer or some shit like this, and they made it look nice, and they did some social media stuff, and then people were paying like €200 for a fucking €10 pair of shoes or something.
Damn.
So yeah, 100% this would work.
This could be a nice documentary or like a movie maybe.
On what?
On like how to trick people into thinking this is a good place to go to visit, basically.
Yeah, I mean,
I think countries, for some reason, I don't know why, have been promoting their country
a lot.
You see this, right?
Like there's like a visit this.
Yeah,
visit
Albania,
this. Visit
Denmark
this.
have been doing this. Israel have been.
But
doing
I think
this
is exactly why, because they're trying to get tourists. Yeah. And they realize what a gold mine it is. They just need one fucking TikTok bimbo to go there, and then they're set. You know.
Because Albania have been doing this for a long time now, and I'm pretty sure Albania is like super cheap. And I have heard people saying that like, oh, it's a beautiful country. But to be fair, those are the Albanian people that are speaking. That most people that tell me that it's a beautiful country are from Albania, and they say like, yeah, it's super cheap there, and
it's a great country. You should visit there.
Yeah, it's a great country.
Commission ass.
Yeah, right. Fuck yeah.
But yeah, this actually, what I was saying about like upping prices and shit like this, and that I would think that it wouldn't happen so much in a place where there's also a lot of locals who just do their daily life there. This actually happened in Venice. Venice, as you can imagine, is a pretty big tourist destination, right?
Yeah.
But it's gotten really bad with Airbnbs recently, because now there's so many Airbnbs that people have nowhere to live.
Yeah.
Like locals, actually.
And that's also happening in Barcelona.
Locals are actually struggling with the prices, right? It's happening in Barcelona as well.
Yeah.
I think in a couple of places, this Airbnb stuff is happening.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I don't know, like, do you think this is because the place doesn't value the locals, or do you think that this is because they want to make money?
I think it's because they want to make money, and they see that they can get more.
On top of this, they're willing to sacrifice a couple of angry people, or
I think it's because they want to make more money, and they see that the tourism is the easiest way to make that money, compared to having your locals live in your city. So then,
yeah, but then what does this do to people? You know,
I mean, it helps them in the short game basically, but then in the long game, it's
then
not
they get fucked over.
Exactly,
right?
But most people don't look at the long game; they just look at the short game. And
I don't like this.
I don't like this.
I don't like it.
And you know what they did in Barcelona? Actually, it's
did they put this tourist tax? They've been doing this in Italy. You got to pay.
I think they've been doing that for a long time now. But the people from Barcelona had like Barcelona. Sorry for butchering the name for so long. They had like struggles finding apartments, like places to live, because there were so many Airbnbs, and tourists were getting like basically priority for everything. And so what the people of Barcelona started doing, which is, I mean, it's the most natural thing to do, they started to do some strikes, and they were like striking against tourism, but instead of going after the municipality or the government or whatever, they went to the tourists, and they started spraying down tourists. There's like plenty of videos of this. Of people from Barcelona just going out with a water gun out, and they just like start spraying people that don't speak Spanish, basically.
People in water because they're coming.
Exactly. And
damn, bro.
Yeah, and like everyone's commenting like, why are you fucking bullying the tourists if they're not they're not fully the problem, because
but this is I get what you mean, but this is it seems so short-sighted, you know, like because as you said, technically the tourists are the problem for these people, but
but it's made easy.
Water pistoling some tourists isn't going to do anything.
You know? But it's made like, easy for the tourists because of the government.
Exactly, so right? Like getting rid of 10 tourists because you ruined their day isn't going to change much, you know?
So I saw these videos and it just like started cracking up because...
But then, so what do you think governments could actually do?
I think they
Solutions podcast.
So Solutions podcast. Exactly. Yeah, we changed our podcast to the Solutions podcast since last episode because we solved one problem.
I don't know about solved it.
Not true. So I think because this is a very actual problem, as in like it's very like
real world problem.
But in the Netherlands right now, because we have this problem with like international students. Buddy over here is a problem. No, so basically schools,
according to Mr. Wilders, no.
No, not just him.
What's happening with that? Didn't he like leave government?
So the party basically fell.
Okay.
For the 5th time in I think two years.
Okay.
So we have to go back to the drawing board, back to the voting.
Rinse and repeat.
Yeah, we have to vote again, and we have to literally vote again in like some months probably. But basically, what the problem is in the Netherlands is that people are like we have a lot of international students studying here, and sometimes the Dutch students don't even get a chance at studying at the college that they want to be at because it's all filled by international students. So some people in the Netherlands are claiming that we should.
There's a limit, no?
Yeah. So but I think.
But I don't think there's an official limit.
No, I don't.
Because this happens in Ireland as well. That not to know. By no means to the same extent that it happens here.
Yeah.
But that colleges will take a lot of international students because they make so much more money.
Yeah. So
like in Ireland, international students will pay like 12,000-13,000 if they're not from EU.
Yeah,
it's the same here, I think.
Right?
Yeah, because they're standardized fees. But yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they were like recounting how many people we actually have here, like international and national, and then some people are like, they were like, we should allow our people, the Dutch people,
in first,
in first or prioritize, whatever. Yeah. And then, but I'm pretty sure right now they're trying to put like maybe like a percentage on it. Like 60% should be Dutch, 40% should be this. But also they're changing the language on schools. They because there's one school, it's like in the most left bottom, so that's southwest province. They have one school where they only have English colleges and no Dutch. So all the people have to go fuck off somewhere else to have.
But that's colleges. Like the college of the city.
Yeah,
they only speak English.
They only have English courses there.
Okay, I can see that being a bit annoying. But
so then, yeah, I think this would be a plan that they could also introduce in these touristy cities where they say like we do 60% our own apartments basically and 40%.
But this is what tourists. This is the thing is that when it comes to the Airbnb and tourist thing, like I feel like the issue again is the money, you know.
Yeah, like, it's obviously
people just love making money. Is what it comes down to, you know?
And that's the whole case. That this is probably not gonna happen to those like corrupt.
Yeah, those big fucking companies like Airbnb and stuff like this are just gonna fucking pay them off. No,
exactly. Yeah. So if you, I guess if you really want to stay true to your country, stay true to your city, you would follow any one of those like 60-40%.
Yeah, I think it needs to be a property thing. Like if you need to have like set 80% of property reserved for locals.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they could calculate this. No,
they could do this easily.
They could literally like.
But this is exactly what I'm saying. And I feel like because it seems to us, right? Of course, there's probably a lot of other issues that we don't know. It seems to us like an easy fix.
Yeah,
this is exactly what makes me feel like it won't happen. Because if they wanted to, they could have done this.
Yeah, that's
true. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'll take it over from here. No worries. Because I'm pretty sure, like recounting how many people are actually going there for tourists, tourism, and then trying to figure out some sort of like percentage that would still be hella profitable for them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that. Well, the thing is, like, we always come up with solutions, and obviously there's like...
Exactly. There's so many other nuances and...
Exactly.
Like, different heads. Like, is it the Hydra? Like
the three-headed
snake which grows one back every time you cut one off.
Ah, yeah, true.
Is it?
Might be.
Anyway.
It's a dragon, no? A dragon is a snake, kind of.
It's a lizard. Right?
A lizard.
Lizard people. Anyway.
Mark Zuckerberg, if you're watching.
There's so many different facets of the problem that we actually don't know, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's yeah, coming up with solutions.
This is why I think it's naive
of us to
come up with solutions for stuff like this because we don't have all the information, and still can be fun or interesting to think about it though. But
but then you're like you're thinking and like you're fucking calculating shit for a problem, and then it's taking months.
Yeah, okay.
And then you're never really like, and then you're like, yeah, but this is never gonna happen now, is it? How fucking motivating is that then?
Yeah, but I know, but like, I think it's still worth thinking about, you know, like, because it doesn't necessarily mean that. I think there's a difference between thinking about potential solutions and talking about them, and saying that these solutions should be done. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I think as soon as you say, oh, you could just do this, why aren't they doing this? They should do this. Hey guys, we should start a fucking petition or whatever. This for me is when I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's so many different parts of the problem that you've no fucking clue about. Exactly. Right? Like they're not stupid for the most part, right? Like,
yeah.
You know? But this ties in with I think what I said before in a previous episode about beliefs about conflict or things that are going on in the rest of the world, right?
Yeah.
Everyone can have their own opinions, of course, and you can express them. But as soon as you get to try and convincing other people of your opinion, when you know that you have nothing to do with this country, it's like halfway across the world, and you don't know nearly everything about it, this is when it makes no sense to me, you know?
Yeah.
Because like I don't think we have the right to comment or to pass judgment on something like this and then actually spread this as if it's like the truth, you know?
Yeah.
Of course you can think whatever you want and you can talk about whatever you want, but then when it gets to trying to convince others, I don't see this as fair to the people who are actually involved in the conflict, basically.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, what we're talking about.
But anyway.
Also about the whole like party dropping again with their whole problem and everything. I feel like in the 2 years, it's probably like dropped 3 times or 4 times because they just cannot.
What do you mean by this? They just can't agree on anything,
exactly.
So they disband?
They can't agree on anything, so just
the Irish government.
So just people just like just fall off, and when we constantly have to go to the fucking.
Do you always have coalitions as well in government?
Yeah.
We have this problem as well.
Thing,
we have coalitions of a couple different parties, and none of them agree on anything, and they're loads of old dudes just like arguing with each other, and nothing ever gets done.
Yeah, and they have to get like they have to put.
Same in Ireland.
They have to put like some sort of parties together to get like the more than half of the entire chamber, basically. But what I don't understand, like, do you also have to go back to the voting stands after every fucking coalition fall, basically?
I guess.
Yeah, but why can't they just take the old results and do like a recount of like how many fucking votes there were, and then take out the people that didn't work? This doesn't make sense to me.
Then I think what they would say is that the people who this as well, but also the people who voted for the party that disbanded deserve a vote. You know, the way one of the voting systems that might work with this is where you put your preferences
first, second, and third.
Yeah, because then this is exactly what happens. Because then if your first choice gets removed, it goes to your second. Then this would work, but I don't know what voting system they use here.
We're allowed to just vote for one person.
Oh, okay.
So and that basically it goes to, if you vote for that person, obviously the vote goes to the party of the person. Yeah. But yeah, so like probably I have no clue. Like maybe in some months we have to go back to the what's it called? Voting stalls. To the voting drive-thrus.
Elections, no?
Yeah, but elections is when you're already voted, and then you have to vote first, right? And then someone gets elected.
Yeah. Okay.
So then I was wondering, like, how do you call those like voting stalls that you go? Then you.
Oh, right. Polls.
Not the polls or the statistics around it, no? Oh, fuck it. I think we're nearing our dead mark. What is it called?
I don't fucking know, bro. No, because we started a bit, huh?
Yeah.
Didn't we start at like 5?
Anyway. I think we started at 4. I'm not sure actually.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think I told you, but yeah, there's a video on how democracy is mathematically impossible.
Democracy,
which you might like, I guess. It goes into the maths of voting and how it doesn't work. There was some guy a while ago who proved that like a lot of the voting systems for democracy
they cancel each other out, right?
Yeah, it just fucks each other over.
Exactly.
Because I think it's like if one person gets completely rinsed in the voting, then the person gets removed, and then there's another person, and then if you want to make it like, if you say that, let's say there's 3 people, then it's always fucked because one person will prefer this person. Let's say one person's choices are 1, 2, 3. One person's are 3, 2, 1. You know, and then what would it be? 1, 3, 2 or something like this. But like because one of the rules is that it has to reflect the preferences of each person. If one person prefers 1/3, but one person prefers 2/1, and then it's like mixed up, then it doesn't work out or something like this. I can't remember. This was a really bad explanation. But there's a video there. If you look it up on YouTube, if you're interested.
We can add an animation to the video.
It's by... Huh?
You'll do it.
You're going to do it.
You're going to do it.
It's by this Veritasium guy who always does this kind of random stuff. But yeah.
Yeah. Because they cancel each other. I heard many people saying like, I'll vote for the Wilderness Party just so that a left opinion doesn't matter. Like one left opinion doesn't matter anymore. That's what people have been saying.
Oh, I feel like this also doesn't make much sense. No,
no, of course not. But most people that vote for that parties they don't really make sense.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I always vote for the one party that is like very like education forward.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise. Just for my own benefit, of course.
Oh, teachers get more holidays. Oh, sounds good to me.
More pay for teachers. Oh, yes.
Teachers lead the dictatorship. Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Sounds like my cup of tea. Okay, you want to wrap it up here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, game check?
Yeah. Did you use it?
I use it.
Fuck. When was it last time?
44-ish.
Ooh, it's gonna be close.
Yeah?
It's gonna come down to the edit, I think.
Damn.
I used it. Oh, I think you won.
Yeah?
I think I used it 45, 46. Buzzer beater.
This is gonna
use it earlier. God damn it.
Because
bro.
I was actually I was gonna fucking drop my word right away, and I was like, I'm not gonna use this because it's gonna be stupid.
I didn't notice it, so.
Okay, well, we're gonna see it in the edit who's gonna. What was your word?
it?
Oh, my word was recount.
Okay, mine was rinsed.
See, I heard you say rinse and repeat.
Yeah, but this is.
And I think I heard you say it twice.
I said rinse and repeat
I heard
once,
rinsed
and then
first.
I use rinsed twice.
I heard rinsed as well.
This is when you're talking about the water pistols.
Yeah, and I was gonna ask you, wait, what did you say? But I was like, nah, that's too cheap. Yeah. So
if you had said that, then I might have changed the word, but then it would have been obvious, I guess.
Yeah.
Or no, maybe if I'd changed the word, it wouldn't have been obvious, because then it would have been just like me using a synonym.
Yeah. And the thing was, I actually started using it twice. The word recounting, I said twice.
Oh, this is voting.
And then afterwards, I was
this
like,
is why you brought up voting
I was like,
again.
I'm gonna do his tactic from last episode because
yeah.
you probably guys saw it as well. He literally brought up a new topic in the last dying minutes to use his word. I think two more times or one more time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just gonna try his tactic and bring it back because it was perfect. It was perfect for the word recount. So
maybe a way of noticing whether
patterns.
we're using our words is to notice the
patterns.
topic.
Yeah. You just have to do pattern.
I'll go back to the drawing board with my statisticians and
just go back over every episode and just see what my tactics
analyze
are.
it all.
So also we have no clue who won this episode. You guys see.
I think you won.
I fucking hope so because then it
by
would
like a minute or two.
If I won, it's 5-4. If Marco wins, it's 6-3.
Yeah.
So let's pray that I won. So it's a more tight game. This was episode 15 already, guys. God damn. We have 10 more episodes to conclude this first season. So stay seated. And what might happen actually is what actually I wanted to say during the whole like summer holiday kind of thing. We might have a break here in between somewhere.
Yeah,
or maybe 2 breaks because we're going on vacation.
Either that or we pre-record.
Oh, that's not impossible. But maybe this podcast goes on for longer because then we, for now it looks like 10 weeks, 10 more weeks, but who knows because we might have a break.
It might work out.
I will see.
Like in 10 weeks time? Anyway, yeah.
It will be August.
Yeah, so it might work out for me, but anyway.
Okay. Well, this will be it for this episode. Make sure you make sure you subscribe and ring the bell to get notified on YouTube and like all our videos. Go to Twitter. Actually, don't go to Twitter. Go to Instagram and TikTok and follow us there and like all our shorts. More shorts coming up soon. We'll promise. Well, actually, he does. And then on Spotify, you can also like our podcast, and you can rate it 5 stars after listening to the entire episode. Thank you, guys. See you. Bye-bye.